Alright, so you're all set to create your new YouTube channel and set it up, and you get to the dreaded name. That blinking cursor just sitting in that box. It's kind of stressful. What do you name your channel? We are going to learn about picking a name and a ton of other things in this video right now. In this video, we're going to cover 6 main points. 1. Your channel name does matter. 2. The name matters less than you think. 3. You can change your channel name. 4. You can't change your custom URL. 5. You probably can't get a URL yet, so don't worry about it. 6. Your content is what matters. So let's dive into those right now. Point number 1. Your channel name does matter. There are 3 keys to a great channel name. 1. It has to be unique. 2. It should be concise. And 3. You have to try to make it memorable. Your goal in picking a channel name should be to pick a name that anyone, after first engaging with your channel, can easily type and remember. If you meet that challenge, you've already won the naming battle. A few other quick reminders when picking your name. Choose a name people can pronounce. If they can't spell it just from hearing you say it, you need to go back to the drawing board. Wii Games is a horrible name. How many I's? If you have to say, my channel name is WIIII Games, you need to go back to the drawing board. Don't use a date in your channel name unless the date is significant to you or your channel. For example, Red White 1776 is a fine name. Danger Cat 2011 is probably not. It's not 2011 anymore. And finally, don't use bad words or foul humor in your channel name. This can decrease your subscriber count and also prevent you from getting partnerships or sponsorships in the future. Alright, so we have lots of tips on what kind of name to pick. We think we have a good idea, but we're back to that blinking cursor. It can be kind of stressful. But here's where point number 2 comes in. Your channel name matters less than you think. Let's do an activity together. Now, I'm serious here. Pull out your phone, get a piece of paper. It's going to take 30 seconds. We're going to write down in 30 seconds all the channel names you can remember of the YouTubers you watch. Ready? Set? Go. Stop. How'd you do? Now this is a funny activity to me because I'm subscribed to over 151 different channels and I could only remember like 5 and I probably didn't even spell them right. Let's go look at the ones that I wrote down. The first one that I wrote down was Vsauce, which was surprising because when I went to Vsauce I realized I was actually incorrect. I meant Veritasium. This is a perfect example of how the name doesn't really matter. I also wrote down Lindsey Sterling. I didn't know how to actually spell her first name. Luckily I got it right. Devin Supertramp was all one word. I didn't put it as one word. And it's not Slow-Mo Guys, it's The Slow-Mo Guys. The point being is, YouTube has a great search engine. Most of the time people are going to be able to find you if they can remember something about you. Also, how do people share these days? Mostly links. I mean, think about it. Someone sends you a cool video. You watch it. Maybe you're really interested in the topic. You click on the channel name. You look at some of their other videos. You kind of look at their channel name. If it's not crazy or offensive or just plain weird, you might hit subscribe. So we see that channel names aren't really as important as we think they are. And here's another fact that'll put your heart at ease. You can change your channel name. Here's the official Google support doc on how to do it. You used to not be able to change your channel name, but now you can. So if one day you realize that you've made a huge mistake, don't worry, you can fix it. While you can change your channel name, you can't change your custom URL. But we're going to put points 4 and 5 together, because while you can't change your custom URL, you probably can't get one for a while. YouTube has a few eligibility requirements to get a URL, but the biggest one is you have to have 500 or more subscribers. And when you can get it, Google is going to give you a pre-approved list of choices that you can customize a little bit with some numbers, maybe some letters, but it's really not something you need to worry about. So remember, when you do pick your custom URL, shorter is better, but memorable above all else. And this brings us to our last and final point. Your content is what matters. Why does someone subscribe to your channel? It's because they believe that your videos that you make in the future are going to be worth their time. And what's the best predictor for future videos? Your past videos. So make awesome videos. Give people value. Solve their problems. Entertain them, teach them, and they will subscribe. So let's say your name is Sarah and you want to start up your baking channel. If you need a little help to pick a YouTube name, open up spinxo.com. I'll have the link in the PDF and in the show notes. Here you can put in topics, focus or niches, keywords, things you like, important words, or even numbers. Remember, don't use dates. And it'll help generate a bunch of random names, which you then check to see if they're taken or not. So let's put in cooking, food, happy, fire cake brownies, Sarah, you're trying to make a baking channel, and see what it gives us. Looking through the list, there's some okay ones. I particularly like Cooking Twinkle. Let's check that one out. Open up namechecker.com and enter Cooking Twinkle. It'll check that username to see if it's available across a ton of different social networks. And look, we're in luck. YouTube is available. You've thought about the name a lot. We've gone through all the tips and tricks. It's time to pick your name and start creating awesome content.